Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. We were with my good friend, the Lumberjack. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing super awesome, Mike.
So this first episode, you actually wanted to ask me about something I shared yesterday in a live stream announcing a challenge for myself. And we'll start there. So what do you want to ask me?
I mean, you are in California. I was wondering if you're hitting the wacky tobacco, you know, or if because every day Saturday, we're still suffering from the fumes from Friday night.
Exactly.
You want to help 1 million people?
Yeah. So
imagine what that bill is going to be for the cards.
Yes. No kidding, huh? Yeah.
You're going to have to send a bigger card. It's going to have to be like an 8x10.
Yeah. So what Matt's referring to is I finally got comfortable with the idea of a big, audacious goal. If you've been watching my channel the last couple of weeks, I've been struggling with a big, crazy goal, right? I have operated as you do, Matt, on a yearly quota for decades. And that's kind of how my mind worked. I could, even when I launched a product from 0 to 100 million, we would always do these BS, these are the 3-year roadmaps and all, but it never mattered. It didn't. If I blew it out of the water year one, they raised my quota. If we missed and had more competition, the number was lower. I mean, it was always 1 year at a time.
Yes.
So I've been struggling. I've been doing this YouTube thing for a couple of years. I've proven that doing the work, buy box, is helping thousands of people. So it's kind of the test bed there. This 500 challenge over my shoulder is clearly working. We did 187 in 18 months. We've done 309 in 6 months. Yeah. So I wanted a goal that would push me, a goal that would sound scary. And I wanted a goal that I could chase for the next several decades, right? Decades.
You're planning on living to 170?
Yeah, no, I plan for 50 years, right? I'm just about over the hill, and I figure I can do this for 50 more years. I mean, all I'm doing is sitting in a chair and talking to a camera, so I can do that when I'm old. I'm thinking I hit record, I hit stop. I don't edit videos. I don't do anything else. So, I mean, I'm sure I can do that when I'm 100. Yeah. So, I have no idea if it's possible. I think it is. I know I need help. I mean, there's two things that's obvious. I am comfortable creating 5 videos a day. And as long as my experts are with me every week, I can do that for years to come, right? 2 years of history means I can continue to do that. And if people want to drop out, I'll find others. So I can continue to produce 5 videos a day, no problem, as long as I want to. But that hammer is only so big, right? I need it to become a sledgehammer or a jackhammer. And for that is I need everybody watching this. If you watch this, if you watch any of my videos and you're like, that one hit me, I need you to share it. The YouTube algorithm, all this other stuff, I need people to share videos that mean something to them. Now, it'd be great if you shared all 5, but I would never ask that. If there's one that means something to you, share it. If you like the daily financial news, which is a great place to attract people, tell people, hey, you like money? Watch this guy. Hey, you like money? Watch this guy. Right? I go live essentially 7:30 a.m. every day. So if you want to watch it live with us. So that's one, is I need people's help. And then number 2 is I need to get a bigger bullhorn, right? I need to get on other channels and tell one rental at a time works, right? Whether that's Bigger Pockets or that's on other podcasts or YouTube. So folks, if you have relationships with other channels or creators, ask them to interview one rental at a time. We've got to get out there because I know it works. I've now shown that my model works, thousands of people. I now attract other experts such as yourself to create bonus content for free. I now have an amazing Facebook for students that is now just the positivity just keeps working. And while we've launched a private Facebook group with the 3 amigos, I can do my part and I'm comfortable carrying more than half the water, but I need folks to chime in. And then all I did was say, can we double it every year, right? 500 becomes 1,000, 1,000, 2, 4. And, pretty soon you get to 1 million. So that's, I just wanted one goal for the rest of my life. I want to chase that goal. How do I impact and again, it's not 1 million students, although that would be great. It's not 1 million subscribers, although that would be great. It's 1 million people that saw a book, saw an Instagram post, saw a YouTube video that said, you know what, that guy helped me. That's all I want. I helped them some way. gave them motivation, answered a question. That's it. You don't have to be a subscriber. If you were motivated or I helped you, I want to send you one of these. And yes, I will make new cards, but I won't do that until May 31st because I got money on the line for this one. But yes, I'm going to create a whole initiative around. I think it's going to be something that's kind of cool, right? I think the next card's going to be your 1 in a million. Because again, and then I'll buy 10,000 at a time. I don't care, right? And then I'll probably do pens like I'm 1 in a million. I don't know. I think you can play with this 1 in a million thing. I just want real estate has done amazing things for us. I've seen it help others. Every week, people in the group, dozens now, are posting deals. I got 2 today. I know it works. The old 4% rule and all these other things, they might work. I didn't stick around long enough to figure it out. So I can't tell you. But yeah, a million is nuts. I say it and it still feels funny coming out of my mouth.
It should.
But at least I can say it now, because before it was rattling around in my brain. I'm like, you can't do 1 million. And then that was just the whole negative talk track. So now actually that interview I had on Saturday morning with the growth architect, she helped me go step up, and if I die at 77 and I've only helped 375,000 people, so be it. But that's what I'm thinking, man. So I'm going to count on you for about, I don't know, 50 to 100,000. You good with that?
Sure. Sign me up.
Yeah. You're going to help
Honestly.
me. Yeah.
Like what's really funny, Mike, is that, we don't really talk about it that much, but, you are, for me, you're a great second voice, right? Where I'm talking to people, I'm having that conversation with them, and I haven't done 5,263 videos. So I'm like, I'm sure Mike's talked about it. So I literally just
search his page.
I literally just scroll through and I'm like, yep. And I just forward it on.
Yeah.
And it's been hugely helpful because you've put the time in to creating the catalog that people can draw from. One of the most annoying things, I'm sure it happens for you too, but one of the most annoying things for me is people are like, I just discovered your videos on your construction projects. They're amazing. Yeah, no shit. Like, and they're wicked expensive. Like, that's the most expensive content that I create, and it's garbage for views. It's like, how can people not care about the detail of how experts like me redo a unit and do it economically, but still get a better finished product than your typical jackass flipper?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing, Mike, is I think, we are doing this truly to help people, right?
Yeah.
And so I think when the motivation is in the right place, I think that the world is your oyster and good things happen.
Yeah, I really do think, I just look at what the Three Amigos has become. I think
400 people in the group in a week.
Yeah, I think I feel very confident that all of us will continue to be good, solid people. I don't see that changing. Money hasn't changed us, and we all have more than we deserve and more than we, maybe not more than we deserve. I'll take that back. More than we need. Yeah. And it hasn't changed us, right? Money accentuates your attitude, and it hasn't changed us. Sure. So I feel good about, attaching to that. And I think others will come to that, right? As we get bigger and bigger. And, I've been lucky enough to interview Todd Baldwin, who's a rock star, who's been on CNBC and this and that. So, maybe there's others that will pull us even further, but I don't know. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to try to figure out a closing line to every one of my videos, something like "You're 1 in a million. I have faith in you," or something. I'm still working on that, but I truly believe, I believe in what I teach. I know it works. It's simple. It's repetitive, but you got to do the work. I can't do it.
Yeah. I think, I think that, whether it's people believing in the concept of karma, people believing in the biblical concept of sowing and reaping, with any of those concepts, I think that, we, Ashley and I, we have always been huge givers, even when we were lacking. And the only reason that I mention that is not because I want it to be a look at me, but that is what truly takes the reins off of your life.
Absolutely.
is when you give back and give to others. And, I had no idea when we started back in, December 27th of 2020.
Yeah. Like right after Christmas. Yeah.
Right after Christmas. You were like, hey, what about right after Christmas? And I was like, I'm open. Sure.
Yeah. Why not? I'm not closing any business.
Exactly. Yeah. I got all my global deals are done.
Exactly. I got 4 days off. I'm good.
So when we did that, I had no idea that 4 months later, I would almost lose my wife giving birth to our daughter. And then 5 months later that I would almost lose my daughter to cancer.
Mhm.
I had no idea that those things are going to happen. But the time that we've put in, that we've invested helping others, there is more wind in your sails than you'll ever have. You'll always have more than enough fuel in your tank, with others being appreciative of how you've helped them. And so for me, it's kind of like it's a life principle for us, for me and Ashley, for our family, that we always want to give more than we're taking. And quite frankly, we get to the point where even receiving feels uncomfortable. And that's what I think that this really is about. And I think it's going to become bigger than just real estate. You see other people that have now done 5 deals and 10 deals and 15 deals, giving feedback to other people in the group.
Yes.
And there's nothing, so I have relationships with people that, that are songwriters and performers. And they always say there's never anything more amazing than being on stage and having your song sung back to you.
Mm.
And so for us, this is the closest we're going to get. I've got amazing pipes, but I'm not getting called by Rascal Flatts or anybody else to go on stage with them. I'm available, but I think
I'm available. He slides that in there. I'm available.
Just like for Zillow, like I can fix that problem in like a week.
I know. Yeah, you good.
So I think the key for us is we continue to stay, focused on the goal. We continue to stay focused on the people that we're helping. And, the financial side of it is them making a financial commitment. It spurns something in them to say, I've paid, I've put out for this. I need to follow through on it myself. And that's why your price is what your price is, right? You could charge $5,000.
If I wanted to make the most money, I would charge $9.97 like everybody else.
Yep.
Because then I would get less people, but the ones that would pay. It's not my goal.
100%.
And it won't be my goal.
It isn't. And I think that's why, for us, that's why for me, the justification for me to say, I'm going to put time in, I'm going to do something for this course that is something that's not there because it can add value. And because you were charging what you're charging, I was just like, it's fine, whatever. Cool. I'll do it for you. No problem.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I just think that the life principle of giving back, sowing into others, you're talking about a kid who's a 9th grade dropout and struggled I lived on the struggle bus, back left corner under the seat.
Dude, we were always in the back. I was always in the back of the bus. I didn't.
Dude, of course we were.
Why would I want to be in the front? That's where the teachers are.
Hell no. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing is for us, I think that the life principle of giving back, sowing into others, the number of people that I saw appreciative that we gave up time on Thanksgiving, we were happy to do it. Like we were joyed about it. We're like, hey, let's do something cool and fun for people.
Yeah, why not?
Like, it was fun for us.
Yeah. At 7 a.m., I got nothing else to do. I might as well talk to 2 friends.
And so, yeah, I think that $1 million is reachable. I mean, I think that strategy.
It's a stupid goal. Let's just say it. But again,
it's crazy stupid. Yeah. Like I fully expect.
Let's go.
There's a possibility that my son Samuel will be involved in helping us get to $1 million.
I hope so.
He loves it. He loves this stuff. Like literally, he's driving in the car with us now, and he points. He goes, "Daddy, we should buy that one and rent it out." I was like, "Yeah, you're 3.
Yeah, you're a rock star."
So yeah,
how soon can you sign a contract?
Yeah, exactly. Trust me, I'm counting the days. 18. So, but and the first place he'll pay rent is here. But he will too.
Ouch.
So well. So I'm thrilled to be able to be a part of it. Everybody wants to be a part of something that's bigger than they are.
It's funny you bring that up. I hope people get that, because this goal of $1 million, if I wanted to do it by myself, it'd be 10,000.
Sure.
I have no interest in doing it by myself. I put up $1 million because I knew I need hundreds of the lumberjack. I might need thousands of Matt the Lumberjacks who are bought in, believe, willing to share. And this is going to go as far as because my message hasn't changed. You can even go back and watch my Bigger Pockets interview from like 2006 with Josh Jorkin. Or if you've ever bought the original, I don't know what they called it, Bigger Pockets Live in Denver. It's the same stuff, right? Some of the vocabulary may have changed, but buy box, yield, network, it's I know it works. So yeah, people got it. I need your help. If I have done anything for you and you ever see a video today going forward that you're like, ooh, got that one, put it on blast. If you ever if you buy one of my books, post it, tag one rental at a time. You ever get one of these cards, tag you. I need your help creating the energy that attracts others. And yes, I will spend thousands of dollars. I will create 1 in a million, or your 1 in a million, or something around this, so that it becomes, and I will keep spending as long as we keep giving it out. So
yeah, I'm a big guy on atmosphere.
Yeah.
Atmosphere of success. And
yeah, it's just like the energy as it builds, it almost vibrates when you get in the right room, right? You can almost, it's electric almost.
Yeah. We want to change the atmosphere. We want people to know that they can be successful. We want people to know that you should have hope. And before, if you were lacking the wherewithal to do the work, maybe the only issue was direction.
Yeah.
Well, now that you have direction, now it's your fault if you don't do something.
Yeah. I think we've done two things. We've given direction, like there's the path. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you're going to go alone, but here's the steps, and stop overthinking them. 1 before 2, 2 before 3, go. And then if you're on the path and you ask about this little outlook or that little bush or whatever questions, well, we're here for you. But yeah, ownership. You own it. Get on the bus. Let's go.
Couldn't agree more. Like I said, I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, $1 million. It feels still a little funny coming out, but it feels a lot better today than yesterday. I said it out loud for the first time yesterday. I'm like, that doesn't feel good. And I almost tried to wuss out and go backwards. I'm like, no, you're not going backwards.
There's no doubt in my mind, like any of those goals are accomplishable. It's just how much time it takes to get there.
Yeah.
So I think the thing is that the multiplier, right?
It has to be. Yeah. I can only do so much. Again, I don't know about you, but I had $1 billion quota, $1.2 billion quota one time.
Never had that big a quota.
I could not impact it. I could close the 5 biggest deals in my history and it wouldn't impact that. Yeah. I had to seek other leverage points. That was my job that whole year. And we just missed. We did $1.189 billion. It's one of the 2 years I missed quota. That one hurt because I was like almost there.
Yeah. And so small missed by, right? So I think
on that scale. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I've been a commission sales rep for 24 years and I've missed my number one time. And the one time I got it was a 400% over assignment. And I was like, I still curse that director's name to this day. I'm like, son of a bitch. But I think, honestly, for us, it's people often look at their life and they often look at where they can add. And that's the mistake. It's not about where you can add, it's about where you can multiply.
Bingo. Yeah.
And so what you've done just from a structural setup is that you've multiplied. It's your ideas, it's your book, it's your course. But what you've quickly done is something that I believe, I believe Ronald Reagan said it. It's amazing what you can accomplish when it doesn't matter who gets the credit.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
And so for us, like, I love the way that the 3 of us are, the 3 amigos are, because there's not a jealous bone in our bodies against any of us, right?
Or our students or followers. We
love others' success. Yeah. And that is freeing. And do I still want to beat you? Of course I do. I'm still going to retire one day before you did.
And I hope you do.
Right.
I can't change it. It doesn't matter.
And that's the thing is, like, you're just like, man, I hope that happens for you. And it's like, exactly. And that's why it's kind of like, it's not needling. It's just kind of like fun things that we get to experience in life that
Yeah.
even add a little bit of zhuzh to every day being Saturday. So
There you go.
I'm all aboard. This is going to be a lot of fun, and
Yeah,
excited to do
you
it
need
with
to
you.
think about how we can do this. It's yeah, we got to seek others. We have to have others who like us share what's meaningful,
Yeah.
and it will just multiply over time. It's not, again, I'm talking decades. I don't plan to help 1 million people in a year or 2 or 3. I know it will take decades, but I also know once I have a goal, I'll keep showing up.
I mean, I think, it really comes down to one thing, and that is that multiplication factor, which is if any of these experts that you've brought to the forefront, right? Yourself, any of the other experts on your channel that you brought to the forefront, if any of those videos have impacted you and helped set your life on a better course, shame on you for not sharing it.
Yeah. Share,
just give somebody else the same opportunity that you had. They stumbled on your book. They stumbled on your channel. They stumbled onto my channel. The algorithm was working for us that day. Who freaking knows? But the key to this is take the opportunity, harness the opportunity that you've been given, and bless somebody else with that opportunity. And if it doesn't work out for them, cool. Like, that's fine. Like, I don't own it after I've passed it on. I don't own it. I'm not trying to sell anybody anything. I don't own it. I've passed it on. Hey, I think this is helpful for you because this is stuff that I do.
Yeah.
That's just the way I view stuff.
Very cool, man. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I'm glad you asked about it. It's fun for me to talk about it. How can people follow you?
11:30 a.m. on Eastern time on Sundays. We usually go about 3 hours on Sundays where we just ask questions. And what's really cool is people are getting involved in the questions and answering each other and, bringing other ideas and things like that. It's kind of funny, with as long as we've been doing this, there's stuff where it's like, you don't remember it until somebody brings up the point. And I'm like, oh, I actually did that. It's deep back here. I have PTSD from it, but I'll share. Yeah. Because this is what I would do to avoid it. So 11:30 a.m. Eastern time on Sundays is a lot of fun. I actually am on yours almost every Saturday. I watch it with my kids and my wife.
Wow.
Mrs. Lumberjack and the Lumberjack family. 11 a.m. on Saturdays. We're there all the time. And
awesome.
Honestly, I'm psyched for 4 p.m. for Dion on Tuesdays. That's what he's going to start doing Tuesdays. That's 7 p.m. for me. So like 10 minutes late, I'll be showing up after I put the kids to bed, and we'll be hanging out watching that. So it's a good time.
Very cool, man. I appreciate you. Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.